It's a big game for not only just WRFL but all football clubs around Victoria and the country that will pay tribute to the diggers and the people that have served before us and are still serving. And we're probably lucky enough to have Tarneed's very own Phil Brown, who's a current member of the Army. He's just come back from Dubai, and it sounds like a bit of a holiday for him, but he's made the front page of the record this week. So to all our diggers out there and current serving members, we can't thank you enough, guys. So I think the last post is about to start. Is it, Tomsy?
I can see the players. I can't see the trumpeter, but obviously we'll just listen to what is going on now. Keb's there. There we go.
Lest we forget.
Well done to the Newport Football Club, the Parkside Football Club as well. Just what it just showed for me, guys, two little girls, I'm talking about I reckon a 3-year-old and a 4-year-old sisters, I would suggest, just out the front of us, just saying, stood there quietly. The sister was asking the other one just to bow your head in quietness. So it's living on. It's not just a forgotten thing. Just great to see.
Well, you'll introduce our umpires soon, but
yeah, we got that quickly. Field: Dominic Cerner, Wayne Cooper. Boundary: Ebony Dodum and Luke Steger. And goals are Brian and Mitchell Green.
Keep it locked to 88.9. Sound of the West.
All right, just Mark Williams is pushing into that forward line. Alex Gouchy's got the job on him to start off with. Darcy McMahon starting down the back line for Parkside. Away we go, Pep.
Up we go in the middle. Rucks go at it. McMahon look to get the tap down for Parkside. Working it out the back. Ashman was there. And now quickly moving it forward towards half forward. Quick snap high up and under towards goal. Running back with the flight there was Fard Abdu. Freddie sees it through for a minor score.
Kelly and Shepard-Bottom also starting inside the 50 for Parkside, who are kicking up to the Market Street end.
Kick comes out now to the left half back flank. At the back there is Al-Houli. Skip Al-Houli. Players diving in there now. Umpire lets play go on. Just finds its way out into space, but I think he'll come in and ball it up now. I'll tell you what, the Bombers and the Magpies play in the biggest game of the year almost, but I wouldn't dare say that this doesn't mean anything to these guys.
Yep. Good ball movement right from the start here from the Newport Power team along this clubroom side wing.
Kick comes out towards, just forward of the wing. Williams was there, but it gets punched forward. Now a little kick. Williams ends up with it. Gee, I don't know if that was 15, but
No,
it's going to be paid it.
No, I don't think it was, but he milked it, Marky Williams.
Oh, well. Goes inside 50, looking for one of his players. Oh, he might have taken the mark. That was very well done. A juggling mark there in the forward pocket.
He's a bit lucky there. Come off a few set of hands, I thought there.
Yeah, no, you're right. It's bounced through, but he's ended up with it.
Haven't got number 48 on our score sheet, I'm afraid.
It's all right. We'll pick him up a little bit later on.
But
it's interesting, Mark Williams, who kicked that ball. There's no one really from Parkside. As I said, Alex Gouchy's got the job on him to start with, but 25 metres away from him. So they don't want to give Williams too much space in going into that hole inside the 50.
Shot at goal, 45-degree angle, left side of centre. It looks great off the boot. The umpire did not move.
Well done.
Beautiful start for Newport Power, and my voice is holding up okay. It's one straight 6 to 1 behind.
Good,
after just 2 minutes.
Good little passage of play from Newport, as I said, down the clubroom side wing. They carried it around, a little chip pass over to Mark Williams. Whether it went to 10 or not, doesn't matter. The umpire said it was. And a nice kick in and a great mark by the Newport Power player. And he wouldn't get a better kick for goal.
Let's hope we find out who he is.
No, we'll find out. Wouldn't get a better kick for goal.
Ball's back in the middle now. Ruck's gone at it. Clearance out by Ziggy Kadua, but a kick smothered there by Al Hooley. Now it's out on the outer side. It's Abs who kicks it inboard and finds Juddy. Juddy's got the mark. Right half forward for Newport. Kicks it now, looking inside 50. Just makes it inside 50, but the ball's getting cleared here by Parkside as they bomb it long down the outer wing, but it's going to be mopped up here by Moe for Parkside. For Newport Power, and he runs the ball out of bounds. We'll have a throw in. Just over 3 minutes gone. It's Newport Power 1 straight to 1 behind.
Just have to get a few players around the contest. Parkside at the moment. Newport are leading them to the ball.
Umpire threw the ball back into play. Now the kick forward to the Power finds Weaven Cahill, I believe.
Yes.
Now he goes forward. Jumping up there was Yui. Couldn't take the mark. Falls to the front. And now Parkside can clear it through Adrian Javazzi. He kicks to centre half forward. Players jump in front. Couldn't quite take the mark. Now clearing it was Skip Al Hooley. Kick fell just short of his target.
We got the goal kicker.
Marking it there was
Mohammed Al
McMahon.
Hassan. Mohammed Al Hassan with the first for Newport.
McMahon now, long ball towards half forward, flying at the back, but couldn't quite bring it down there. Was Macca Al Hooley. Now the ball kicks further forward for Parkside. No one can quite take the mark, but the Power able to gather the footy and now clear it out the outer side. Captain Ziggy Kadu has the footy and he spots his mate in Woody Sard. Takes the mark and then gets on his bike. Kicks towards the centre wing position. Mopping up at the front there beautifully was Abdo. Kicks inside the 50. Williams there falls just short. Looks to fend off the tackle and does. Now looks to find a player. Goes inboard. Put a lot of pressure on his teammate there in Yui Kadu.
Another one.
But he gets wheeled onto the right boot. It's a goal anyway. Beautifully done by the Power, and they're doing all the right things in the early going. We've gone nearly 5 minutes and they're 2 straight 12. They lead the Magpies 1 behind.
Yeah, great goal by Kadua there, Yusuf Kadua, Yui. Just snapped once again to Mark Williams. It's gone through him. Shrugged that tackle off. Probably could have been a little bit stronger from, I think, Alex Gouchy, who laid the tackle, but just got around and lost his feet and allowed Williams just to centre that ball into Kadua there, Yui Kadua, and he finished off with a nice snapper goal. So they're out of the blocks pretty quickly here, the Newport Power team.
11-point lead to Newport, 5.5 minutes gone first quarter.
Just as I mentioned, got to get some numbers around the ball here, Parkside.
The Rucks go at it. Ball's in the middle of the ground. Good feed. You get a good handball. Finds Skip on the burst. He's got the ball back. Can he gather? He can. Skip gives a handball back, looking for the captain in Ziggy. Ziggy now wheels around. I think he's going to be ping following the ball. No, lucky there was he. But the Power get away with it. Now they bomb it inside 50, looking for Williams, who's got 3 to beat. He can't do it, but he brings the ball to the ground. beautifully crumbed there by the power play, but it's just mopped up now by Parkside as they run the ball out of defence with a kick down the wing. But it's going to come straight back as it's intercepted there by Newport. A little chip kick now. War mark prematurely played to Abdu, who goes inside looking for Williams, who gathers in the handballs. Now he finds Sooks, he kicks it inside 50 to a one-on-one contest, but it's a beautiful spoil there by Smith for Parkside, who gets the clear and kick out wide.
Good on Heath Smith there.
The Pies able to clear it now through Joel Gundry. Gets the kick out, couldn't find a target, and the Power have the numbers, but it's going to be a halved contest. Right half forward flank for the Power. Their lead is 11 points after 6.5 minutes.
Tell you what, there's always a panic every time that ball's gone inside the 50 so far for Newport. Parkside just seem to be panicking a little bit. They're obviously concerned about Williams, but it's the other players around him that are getting the football in their hands.
McMahon got the tap down, and now it goes towards centre half forward. Power looked to have the numbers, couldn't quite take the mark. There was Maka Al-Huli diving in. A handful of players from each side, and it'll be bowled up.
Just need to tighten up a little bit, the Parkside team. Just allowing too many Newport players to get loose, especially around the stoppages here.
Up they go, dragged down in a tackle. There is Igo Bira. Was paid holding the ball, but the advantage now claimed by the Power, and the kick is perfect for Williams on the lead to centre half forward. Too far out to score.
Great.
Spots are made in the forward pocket. Oh, it's Ali Al-Huli, who weaves around onto his right boot, shrugged the tackle and kicked the goal.
Juddy.
That was Judd-like. 3 goals to start the match for the Power. Their lead is 17 points, I should say. They haven't missed yet. 7.5 minutes gone in the first.
Well, look, I think it's pretty obvious right at the start that Mark Williams is going to be the go-to man. He's standing in the corridor, 40 metres out from goal. He's fed a couple off. Goal assist already, 2 already. He's just been involved with everything. So Alex Scouchy has really just got to tighten up on him a little bit.
Ball's in the middle.
You're doing this into a 4-goal win, boys.
Another clearance here by Parkside as they kick inside 50, and a good mark out in front taken by Mushy. Chips inside and finds Mozzie. Mozzie's probably about 45 out on 45-degree angle.
Yeah, leading goal kicker in Division 2 last year at West Footscray. Munir Al-Hurley, Mozzie. So he's obviously be pretty confident slot this one through. They are just running rampant at the moment, the Newport team running so hard into position further up the ground to give options for their teammates.
Mozzie comes in now, kicks on its way. It's a low, flat one.
Cool.
And it's done a bit of an outswing and it's gone through for 1 behind. So 3-1-19, Newport to 1 behind Parkside. 9 minutes gone first quarter.
Centre breaks at the moment. We'll find out more about them at quarter time. But the clearance is out of the centre, well in favour of Newport, and they are just running and spreading so easily.
Javasi, a nice kick in. Finds his teammate in Bira. Now short. Ashman, centre half back. Back to Javasi, who ran hard from his defensive goal square. Just trying to survey what's ahead for him. Goes long towards centre wing. Oh, but floating back in a good position there. Taking a strong mark for the Power. Just backwards of centre wing. Pokes one inboard. It was Moe Abdu. Takes the mark and now switches the play to the outer right half back flank. Sooks has it. Kick looking for Abzal Kurdi, but he couldn't quite hit the target. It's going to be pumped back inside Parkside's 50, but floating back again was Moe Abdu. Took the mark. There was no one there, and now he finds space on the left half back flank. Mozzie Al-Huli. He's got a mate on the outer side, and now just weaving through traffic was Joey Taleb. He kicks towards left half forward. Pies looked up the numbers, but flying into the side was Mark Williams. He was not the tallest man in the pack, but he managed to pluck it just too far out to score, probably 60 metres out.
I think he's going to have a shot.
But he might maybe have the legs. Maybe he's not that far out.
Just interesting. He's just holding on to the ball at the moment.
He's just waiting potentially for a lead.
I think he's waiting too for his teammates, if he's going to have a ping, to get down and get in position in case he does miss it, just to set that zone up. So some smart, obviously experience, but why would you? Why would you worry about zoning?
Might have just lost on the line. But gathering it on the goal line there.
Hoblos.
It was Hoblos, but he couldn't kick the goal, I don't think. The
Had more
umpires are
time,
just
didn't he?
talking about this one.
I think it might have gone. I reckon Williams' kick's gone over the line.
He's given it.
Yeah, and yes, goal.
It is a goal.
Goal to
There's
Williams.
no goal review system here, so they'll back themselves in. It's 4-1-25, the Power. They are skipping away with this early.
Gee, Tom, the Parkside will be very disappointed with their defensive pressure.
Yeah,
it's non-existent.
Yeah, non-existent. The body pressure is non-existent. And I will have to just correct you there, Pep. The review was done where the umpire went to the goal umpire and they had a discussion. That's as good as we get here.
I mean, there's no replay or anything like that.
No.
Ball's back in the middle. The Power players, he's been ping-folding the ball. If you're unlucky there, free kick's going to go to Berra for Parkside. He chips it out wide.
Southern Aurora's just arrived.
Yeah. The mark's taken out there, left half forward for Parkside by Smith, who now pumps it. Oh no, he hasn't pumped it in. He's been smothered off the boot. As the Power gathered possession through Moe, gives the handball now. The ball's still in dispute. It's a hot footy out there wide, but it's Abs who comes away with it for the Power. But it's going to come straight back. McMahon got it. Now Parkside with the handball, it's been smothered, and now Power away. Now the kick goes down to half forward looking for Williams, who pushes his opponent under the ball, gives off the handball, finds Hoblos, who gathers now inside.
Brilliant.
50.
Free kick.
That's part of the advantage. They've all
Advantage.
stopped. And the kick's now gone to the square, and it's rushed through across the face of goal for a one behind. So now 4-2-26 to one behind in favour of Newport.
Bit of a delayed advantage there.
Kev, just a quick ball skills from Mark Williams there. Not bad. Hey?
I think the kid might be able to play at a high level.
Yeah, I think so.
Just his body awareness too. He just knew that the bloke would jump into his back if he just stopped that for that split second.
Javasi finds Ma, left half back flank, still inside the defensive 50 just. Now he clears the danger zone. Darcy McMahon with the ball. Goes long towards left half forward. Jock McMahon was there, but the Power are still able to clear it out, and we've called his name a couple of times now. Moe Abdu with the switch across the defensive 50. Ball out wide, beautifully done. And
Jeez, they
again,
use it well.
leading up forward here. Abdu takes the mark. Doing very well on this left broadcast wing. Kicks towards half forward. Williams is there. Floating in from the side was Ashman for the Magpies, but he couldn't bring it down. In there again was Abdu, and now Chen kicks it out wide. Adrian Javasi weaves his way through a bit of traffic. Was under pressure but got the hand pass away, and now well done by Shepperbottom.
Nice,
Kicks long
Matty.
to the teeth of goal, but it had a bit too much on it there for Tommy Deutschbein. Couldn't take the mark.
Ziggy's with the mark.
Ziggy has
Beautiful
it
kick
now.
by Matty Shepperbottom there. But there's no one home. They're very disorganised at the moment. The Parkside players out in the ground.
Sooks finds Fred Abdu, left half back flank. Now out wide. Here's Billy Ali, takes the mark. Ooh, dangerous little kick, but it came off to Juddy Al-Huli. Takes the mark just backwards of centre wing. That kick just checked it a little bit. It's worked out well here for them. Joey Taleb takes the mark, now finds Williams. Short lead. And it's just a little bit too easy for them at the moment.
Yeah.
Williams now, who's marked right just inside the paint of 50. He should have the legs, even though he's kicking into a little bit of a breeze.
Oh, it's no more than a little bit of a breeze. It's got up since the start of the game. Be 4-goal breeze now.
Williams now for his second. He pops it into space. It was beautiful. Well done. Great kick. And found Maka Al-Huli, I believe. He's got the left knee heavily strapped, but that was just smart football from Williams. He kicked it to the space and Al-Huli ran into it.
Their defensive pressure all over the ground. Parkside is deplorable at the moment. They are just letting Newport, who are running very well and running hard through the lines, but they're allowing Newport to just find space without any pressure, any body pressure, and Newport are just taking full advantage of this.
Mahmoud Al-Huli on the approach. It's a beautiful kick, but it's just been tugged left.
Oh.
Tried to drift back. Gee, it looked good from our position.
Looked
but
good from where I am, and I'm right behind him.
well, so are we. It looked good, but not quite. 4-3-27 now. The Power to just the one behind. 15 minutes gone.
Just got to take stock here, Parkside. Just got to rebuild. Just get that man on man. Just slow the game down a little bit too. As I said, Newport are doing all the running, all the attacking at the moment.
Ashman with the kick in, goes out wide and finds his teammate out there at left half back.
Might be Ma, maybe.
We'll go with Ma with the mark. Kicks long. clearing the defensive 50. It's spoilt there, and we have a throw in probably about 75 metres round from the Newport goal on the outer side. 16 minutes gone, 26-point lead here to the Power. There's a throw in now. Good hit out there by the Power. Oh, Ashman with a bit of a high tackle, and he's been played against him.
It's hurt a bit too, I think, the big fella, big Toggy.
He's a monster. I watched him in the warm-up. Is he a big bull?
Yeah, he strikes an imposing figure over there.
So free kick now to the Power. Here's Al Hooley with it. Well, it's kicked it straight into the man of the mark in Ashman, who gathers with the left hand. Now he's away, he's looking for help, and he's run down beautifully with a great tackle. Now they've turned it over again, the Parksiders, and the kick now through Joey, looking for Williams again, who's unable to take a mark. There's a pack formed there, and there's Gauchi at the bottom. Alex Gauchi comes out to McMahon with the kick, and he's found Kelly. I think that's the first time we called Kelly this afternoon. He really needs to get involved in the big centre half forward.
He's come right up the ground, high up the ground here, and he's had to, as you mentioned, Willow, Kelly.
Chip kick. Hunter kicks it inside 50 for Parkside, but the kick shot a goal was smothered again. They're doing well defensively here, the Power. It was Skip who had the ball now. The kicks come out towards Macca, who gathers, and now chips, but his kick smothered by Kelly. There's a lot of defence out here today, and the ball runs out of bounds right on the wing here. 17.5 minutes gone, 26-point lead.
Sorry, boys, you just mentioned before too when Ashman had the ball, he's looking for a teammate to give it to. No one over to support. Going inside their forward 50 there. Once again, it was 1-on-3 in favour of Newport. They just are not getting numbers to the contest at the moment or around the ball. Parkside team just not working. That's all it is, not working hard enough.
Rucks, no decisive advantage. That's tapped back to the boundary line. We'll do it again. Centre wing position maybe slightly favouring Parkside's attacking end of the ground. Up they go, it goes towards the boundary line again, pursuing it there, trying to keep it in there. For the Magpies was Matthew Alderman, couldn't do so, and we'll have another boundary throw in. Bit of a stalemate on the broadcast side of the ground here. Throw in, Toggy went up for it, couldn't quite get much hands on it, but at the back, doing well there was Yui Kadu. Breaking through the tackle, and it's going to be a free kick.
Lucky there, a bit lucky.
Hasn't given the ball back.
Try to break through that tackle, I thought, but got away with it.
Hand pass comes, and now beautiful kick, but it just picked out Darcy McMahon for the Magpies. Too easy. No one anywhere near him. He took the mark, and then he found one of his teammates on the outer side. Campbell, short again. Centre wing position, and there's not a whole lot of movement up ahead. Short pass now. McMahon did well. Followed up. Hard running from the big man. Now just pokes one towards centre half forward. It wasn't really the type of kick that was meant for a contest. That's where it went, but it's going to go the way of the Power. They've earned a free kick out of all of that. And now again, switching the play across. It wasn't the best kick, almost getting his hand on it there for the Magpies, but the kick comes forward, just overran it slightly, did Woody Sod. And now diving in again, doing well. Umpire will surely come in and ball this one up, and he does.
Just switching across to this clubroom side of the ground again, Newport. They know where they're going. They've got numbers. Parkside are just so stagnant in their movement by foot around the ground at the moment.
Rucks went out. Williams almost crumbed it. It comes out to Gervasi, who gets the clearing kick now. Looking for Shepherd bottom. Ball bounces in front. It's mopped up here by the Power. As picked up there by Skip, who gets the handball away to his teammate. It was really under pressure, but a bit of a pack forming out. The ball spills into the middle. A big hit there. Now the ball's with Ashman, who's handballs off to Campbell. And the advantage paid. He runs in and kicks the opening goal for Parkside. 20 minutes it took them to get their first goal. It's 1-1-7 Parkside to 4-3-27 Newport Power.
I missed who kicked that. Did Ashman end up kicking that? I mean, he got the free kick.
So.
Campbell. The advantage. Campbell, was it?
Campbell got the goal.
Oh, gee, they needed that one too. The Parkside team. So say they're one goal. I mean, kicking down to the Market Street end of the ground with probably a 4-goal breeze advantage going their way. Parkside at the moment, they haven't got out of the blocks again. They're very slow, very sluggish, and Newport, with their 4 goals, have taken full advantage of it this first 20-odd minutes.
Up they go in the middle. Ma was there in the ruck, but it comes out and an easy clearance now. Williams caught at the back, did well to force a contest. Now Cahill at the back, couldn't quite get a clean possession. Williams there just loitering, tried to toe poke it out. It was fine, said the umpire. Kick towards the top of the goal square, floating in from the side with one hand, but couldn't quite take the mark. It's going to be paddled over the line and a rushed behind. Crisis averted for the Magpies.
So this is where they've got to work. They've got to work off the football here, Parkside. Give themselves something to be kicking to 100 metres off the football, not just short ones.
Beera with the short pass finds Chen. Now out wide again. Left half back flank. Slow movement again. Short pass. Ben Ashman wants the footy. Not rewarded. Comes in board now. Klein takes the mark. Pokes one into the middle of the ground, and doing well there to take the mark was Clint Hunter.
Keep possession here. That's good, Parkside. Just got to make sure that they continue it and then break.
Now with the long ball towards half forward at the front of the pack there. Almost taking the mark was McMahon. Couldn't quite. Now Javasi at the back. Hits a high ball. It's not going to find a teammate. And instead, marking there was Juddy Al-Hooley floating back. Uncontested mark.
The switch
now
again and numbers again.
Macca Al-Hooley out wide. Kick out a little too much on it for his teammate, but chasing it towards the boundary and ducking inside is Abs Al-Kurdi. Gets the little hand pass. Inboard again. Macca weaving through traffic, now backtracking, but now they find some space, poking a little kick forward. Williams, strong hands, met solidly at the front. No free kick paid, nor a mark, and Williams isn't quite sure, but the kick doesn't really affect the Magpies' scoring abilities at all, and instead mopping up at the back there. The power can go forward again. Williams the target. He might have a go. Did well. This time he takes the mark. He went early and hung in the air. And again, just taking his time is Williams. Not sure is he going to find a teammate. Such a beautiful pass. Off a step. Just sublime skills from Mark Williams. And he finds his teammate in Ziggy Kadur, and his captain, in fact.
Tell you what, that was a good set. You can see where Williams is getting it. He's just going to hold till his teammates get further up the ground to get into the right position to give him a couple of options. So spot on there. Ziggy, who's ghosted down from that half-back line. Uncontested again, unmanned.
Ziggy from probably 50 out on the left, got very close to the man on the mark, and he's pushed it left. And it is out of bounds on the full, in fact. No score recorded. 4-4-28 the power. They lead the Magpies 1-1-7 after 23 and a half minutes of the first.
Better with a kick in, gives it to Ashman. It goes right down the wing in front of the Parkside interchange bench. So it's picked up by Macca for Newport, who's quickly tackled. And we're going to have a ball up now. 24 minutes gone, 21-point lead to Newport.
Got plenty of the football too, Macca Al-Hooley. For Newport, just drifting across that half-back line. It looks like him and Ziggy Kadur are just sort of working themselves in tandem up the ground or across that half-back line as riders.
So the ball up now, the ball's gone out of bounds. We'll have a throw in pretty much in the same spot, right in front of the Parkside interchange bench and right in front of the broadcast caravan as well.
G. Kadur strikes an imposing figure as well, the captain, doesn't he?
Yep.
In the long sleeves. Up they go. No one was able to get a hand to it. It went straight to ground, and now a pack forms and it'll be bounced centre wing. 24 and a half minutes gone, and the Magpies have done well to kind of stem the tide, I feel, in the back half of this term. The kick goes forward now for the power. Almost juggling a mark was Hoblos. Couldn't quite, and now the Magpies have a chance to clear through Chen. The kick goes forward, was well weighted, but not quite able to take the mark there. And now, again, Ziggy finds a bit of space through the middle of the ground, and now on the outer side. Yusuf Kadur's there, paddling it towards the boundary line. Pack jumps in there. Oh, and there's a free kick's been picked out there, and it's going to go the way of the Magpies.
You're right, Pep. They've held firm the last 7 or 8 minutes here, Parkside. They be good if they can get another one on the board for themselves, or they just can't afford to be letting.
Oh, Newport man, indecisive by the Magpies. and they managed to work it out just through Chen, still under plenty of pressure from Hoblos. Kick towards left half forward, and it's going to go out of play. Was it out on the full? It was. And gee.
Parkside's last goal at the 10-minute 50 mark of the quarter, so good defensive effort so far by Parkside in this later half of the quarter.
Yep. They're not kicking with any purpose when they're going forward either, Parkside. They're just kicking to a contest.
Ashman did well to affect the contest, but it might have gone out of play. He didn't quite do enough to keep it in.
So it's throw in now. Bit of a short throw in, so no clear tap out, but Gervasi crumbs it for Parkside, and he handballs to Shepherd Bottom at the siren sounds. 26 minutes, 17 minutes that quarter went. It's a 21-point lead to Parkside. 4-4, 28 to 1-1-7. Goal kickers for Parkside, 1 to Williams, 1 to Yui, 1 to...
1 goal straight 6. North Footscray 7-7-49.
And we haven't got a score yet from the Albion Deer Park game, but by all reports, a couple of text messages, Albion got off to a flyer. So
Okay,
I don't know if
good.
they're continuing that.
We're almost ready for a start here in the second term. It's the Power by 21 points rather. 4 goals to 1 in the opening term, kicking into a stiff breeze too to the netball end of the ground.
Quarter time, Albion. I'll give you that Albion score in a sec, guys.
Up they go. Toggy and McMahon go at it. Comes forward, diving in there. Gee, that's desperate stuff. Oh, holding the footy, says the umpire.
Albion 5-7-37, Deer Park 2-1-13. Quarter time of that game.
Bowie.
Free kick's going to go to McMahon for the Magpies, and they can go forward early. Short kick out wide. Finds the other McMahon. Are they brothers?
Yes, they are.
They are.
They
Kick
are,
forward. Almost taking the mark there and now out the outer side. Ma trying to get a little poking kick inside. Oh, nearly found Aaron Gauchi, but
Free
floating
kick
in from
given
the
away.
side, and now it's going to be a free kick to the Power. And now again affecting that switch. Ooh, that was a questionable little kick, but it worked out okay for them. Billy Ali takes the mark. Right at the teeth of goal there, fullback. Oh, gee, that's surely holding it, and it is.
No,
No, it's
Hey,
not.
oh, umpire.
Oh, and the Magpies still managed to weave their way through.
That's gone out of
traffic.
bounds.
Out of bounds.
Unlucky
What?
Parkside there.
I can't believe that wasn't Pate holding the ball.
Oh, yeah, look, that was holding the ball. Wasn't rewarded, unfortunately. Then the ball went out of bounds as the Parkside player grabbed it and had a snap at goal. So not much going their way at the moment, the Parkside team.
Gauchi did well, but wasn't rewarded. Tossed back into play. Up they go. Back of the pack was Toggy. Couldn't get his hands on it. They dive in for it. It'll be ball up.
Got to get a goal out of this Parkside. Got to get a bit of momentum going back their way at the moment.
Toggy belts it forward about 10 metres, but it's mopped up there by Parkside. I think we're going to have another ball up, probably about 40 metres out from goal as Parkside kick to the netball court end of Brian Martin reserves. Then another ball up. Ziggy Kadur bursts through and then hacks one forward. It's right into the middle of Brian Martin reserve. And it's roved there by Abdu, who's been pinged for holding the ball. He thought he handballed it. No advantage has been paid, so the ball's going to come back. I think it's Berra got the free kick now.
Just need to open it up here, Parkside. Need to get a bit of spread. Some runners out wide and spread it out a little bit.
Berra with a kick finds Dutchbein and gets the handball back to Berra, who then chips it back to McMahon. He's right in the middle of the ground here at Brian Martin Reserves. Now kick looking for Kelly. It's a poor kick, but he ends up finding Smith. Goes back into the middle. Oh, accidentally knock her off the ground. Got it to Juddy now, who kicks it out wide. And I think he's found Abs out there. That's left half forward for Newport as he's looking for options.
Al-Kurdi. That's Al-Kurdi. Nice kick of the football.
Chips inside 50.
Push? No.
No push paid. He was too strong for Ashman there. And the marks taken by Macca too big. And a good patience again by by Newport Power then. It's not just Mark Williams who's doing all the slow down work out there.
This will hurt too if they can put this through after you know 3 minutes of dominance from the Magpies up that one end.
Bit of a 12-point turnaround this one, because they probably should have had a goal earlier at Parkside. So Macca comes in for about 45. He's pushed it to the right. It just threw for one behind. So the opening score of the second quarter goes to Newport 4-5-29 to 1-1-7. It's a 22-point lead. 3.5 minutes gone, second quarter.
Yeah, they probably let off the hook a little bit there, Parkside. There, once again, some poor checking, some poor manning up, going into the Newport forward line. Just got to get a bit tight, a bit tougher and close around the contest here. Make a contest of every one of them.
Gervasi honours the lead from Marr. Couldn't quite find him. Players all there down on the left half back flank, and now onto his left boot there. Not quite finding the opening. Was Butch Al-Huli, I believe. Onto the left. Missed to the right-hand side. 4-6 to 1-1. 4 minutes played. Gervasi now. Ashman takes the mark. Left back pocket.
Just no real movement further up the ground. 2 or 3 token jogs to position.
Gee, had McMahon further up but didn't get the kick. Instead, the kick went back to Gervasi, and that's maybe out on the full. It is. It's going to come straight back inside. Abe Weaven-Kale takes the mark, pumps to the goal line at the back of the pack. No one could quite get their hands on it. Everyone overran it, and now out the back for the Magpies was Campbell, but he was seen over the boundary line. And it'll be thrown back in. We're now in the left forward pocket for the Power. We've gone nearly 5 minutes this second. Just a couple of behinds. 4-6 to 1-1. 23 points the lead. Up they go. McMahon, that was Jock. And now out the back, the Magpies can move it quickly. Marr was there, went to the left of him, and now the pack forms. No one can get their hands on it. The umpire will ball it up. Centre wing position on the far side of the ground. What was the message, do you reckon, to the Magpies charges at quarter time, Tomsy?
No, Nick Condossi would have ripped into him a little bit and just told him to start bloody working a little bit harder, getting into position, start running a little bit harder off the football to make position for each other.
From the stoppage, Parkside earned the free kick. Now the kick goes out even wider, finds Ashman on the outer side. Chips the ball inboard looking for Gervasi, takes the mark right in the centre wing. Now another switch now coming out wide, looking for Shepherd, but hopefully he can get to the contest, but he can't. The easy mark there taken for Juddy.
Might have been blinded by the sun.
I think he was. Luke Gauchi there. That sun was right in his eyes. Yeah.
So Juddy pumps it long. Kadur flashed in front of the pack, but it spills to the back, picked up by Williams, who snaps from about 48 metres, and he's bounced it through from the pocket. A beautiful goal there to Mark Williams. Is absolute all class, that bloke. And another goal here for Newport Power takes him to 5-6-36 to 1-1-7. 29-point lead, 6 minutes gone, second quarter. Wow.
Yeah, look, every time he's got near the ball, Mark Williams, he's doing something very, very productive. If he's not kicking goals, which he's got to himself, he's been in another couple of goal assists, and just he's so hard, so smart, obviously, with his football down there. So they're just struggling, and as I say, Parkside, they're not helping their own cause at the moment with their lack of effort to be moving into position, running into position hard.
Rucks go at it, falls towards the Powers side, but the kick goes forward for the Magpies. There's a whistle, and it's going to be a free kick.
Kelly. Quickly
now, Kelly pokes one inside. Too strong out the back there. Billy Ali, it might have been.
Yeah, he's pretty big and strong. Billy boy too. Oh, look at him.
Pokes one out wide. Moe Abdu just creeping into the back pocket, and now a short pass over the top to Abs Al-Kurdi. Takes the mark and then steps out around Ashman. Now the kick towards the wing. Fisted there. Well done there by Hoblos. And now at the back, he's going to get it back. Gives a little tap over the top. A few little knock-ons there by the Power, and they work it forward into some space. And now out the back, Maka Al-Hawley on the right boot. It's curling back. Has it got enough? It took a very sideways bounce, but it has gone through. Wonderful stuff from the Power, and they're just making everything happen at the moment. They've kicked the opening 2 goals of the second term, and the margin is out to 35 points, 6-6-42. 1-1-7 the Magpies, who had a little bit of dominance in the first 3 minutes but didn't quite make it happen. We've gone 8 minutes of the second.
Touch of class here, Tomsy, that I didn't really expect, to be honest.
Their skill level's very, very good.
Exceptional, and they just want the footy.
They want it. They're hunting in numbers, and they're getting numbers to the contest, but they're also getting the 1, 2, 3 outside players that the ball's getting knocked onto them from the inside players, and they're just got 5 metres on their Parkside opponents.
Ball's back in the middle. Ziggy with an up and under, not really clearing anyone, but they get a favourable bounce here, Newport. Now the kick's pumped inside 50 by Al Hooley. Williams gathers on the bounce. He's been dacked though. There's cheeks everywhere there. And he's ended up back with the ball. Pants half down, handballs it over to Hoblos, who snaps, and he's pushed it to the right, and it's just snuck in for one behind. It's a 36-point lead now to Newport Power. Their biggest of the game. 9 minutes gone, second quarter.
Once again, they're just so busy. Newport around the contest. Mark Williams had two second, third efforts there, and they still really couldn't get hold of him.
Kick comes out wide. Gee, it didn't go anywhere near anyone, and that bounces out of play, and it's going to be coming right back in, thanks to Captain Ziggy Kadur. Instead, he goes across, and he pulled the kick, and that was a real terrible one. Kalmar, the beneficiary of that error, takes the mark and now pokes one inside, just lands at the bootlaces of Ben Kelly, managed to gather it, and now working through traffic was Matthew Alderman. But it's going to come towards half forward, and they just manage to will the ball forward again. The Power in the hands of Mozzie Al Hooley. Goes long to the top of the goal square. Williams lurking. Was he pushed? No. It's going to fall back to the line, and it just creeps over for a rush behind.
Yeah, good umpiring there. Mark Williams was playing for that one. Definitely not a free kick.
6:8:44 to 1:17. 10 minutes gone in the second. As the ball comes out wide, flying from the back was Abzal Kurdi. Couldn't get a hand to it, but now
Juddy.
Working his way through traffic was Juddy, and it was a bit of a helicopter, but it found the goals anyway. Brilliant stuff from the Power, and they are just making mincemeat of the Magpies at the moment, Tomsy.
Yeah, they are. This is becoming very embarrassing for Parkside at the moment. The same story. They're just getting numbers over hard at the football. Newport, they've got the one or two outside players, and as soon as they get the ball in their hands, they're taken off. They're backing themselves. They're breaking free of their Parkside opponents. And I tell you, it's a bit of a showpiece of skill level from this Newport team at the moment.
So Butch with the hit out for Newport, and the pack forms. I think we'll get another ball up right in the middle of Brian Martin Reserve.
Butchie El Hooley.
So umpire throws it up again. Butch again with the hit out, beats Mard. This time's picked up by Macca, who bangs it onto his right boot, pumping at the centre half forward, and it falls right in the arms of Mark Williams. He'll probably have a shot from about 45 metres out, directly in front, kicking down to the... Are we on the car park end? What are we calling that?
I think we were calling that one the
Market Street end.
Market Street end, although the whole broadcast side of the ground is the Market Street end, but anyway.
That'll do.
That's what we've gone with.
There's a house down that end.
Yeah.
There's nothing up there. We'll go to the house end, the double story. Nice little weatherboard veneer house.
So Mark Williams coming in for his third, the coach, and he kicks on its way, and it just fades off to the right late. So just the one behind there for Mark Williams. He's got 2 goals, one this afternoon. Scores now 7-9-50 to 117, a 44-point. 7-9-51, sorry, to 117, a 44-point lead.
That little weatherboard's probably worth about 1.1.
Yeah, it would be too. There'll be a big swimming pool in the backyard.
Darcy McMahon floats in from the side, marks from the kick in, and now finds James Keenan on the outer side. Haven't called his name yet. And still slow ball movement, and that one's a high up and under towards half forward, and just probably should have taken the mark there, the Power, but they're going to be able to work it out, the Magpies. Out the back, hand pass really to no one, and now working it through midfield again. Macca kicks long to a contest. Williams was there, couldn't bring down the mark as a whistle.
Free kick, Williams.
And he's going to get a free kick.
Against Alex Gauci, that one.
And you wouldn't think he'd miss 2 in a row, Mark Williams.
Out of his depth a little bit here, Alex Gauci. Mark Williams is just bodying him, reading the play a lot better coming down, and Gauci then on that occasion just had to revert back to trying to manoeuvre Williams out the way, and it gave away a free kick, easy free kick because of it.
Williams allows for a bit of the wind, and that's a bit of an over. He really compensated a bit too much there because he missed to the right last time. This one misses to the left. 7-10-52 to 1-1-7. Oh, they're not happy down at the
a bit of frustration. Frustration.
Kick comes out wide. McMahon's there for the Power.
Another one out of bounds.
It's just giving them cheap kicks, isn't it? No. This time it is going to be thrown in.
Must have been touched, just, I don't know where it was touched, but just nothing going right for Parkside at the moment.
McMahon and Butch Al-Hooley go at it. Comes to the back of the pack. And towards the boundary line, trying to keep it in there for the Power. But to no avail, and it'll be thrown back into play. We're about left half forward for Newport. Their lead is 45 points.
McMahon with the hit out. Scrappy kick out there. I think it was like Alderman. It's in the middle of Brian Martin Reserve, but the mark's taken there by Moe. Good mark there. He's about 70 out from goal. He's going back like he's going to have a shot, isn't he?
Ahmed Abdou.
Bit of breeze out there.
Moe, he is backing himself, and that breeze looks like it has just sprung up again, going down towards
It most certainly has, boys.
the $1.1 million weatherboard house.
Do you reckon it's in any danger, Tomsy?
It's a chance.
So Moe comes in,
No
kicks it,
chance.
gets under it, right to the goal line.
Got it
Hasn't gone
home.
through.
He's got that
Right
home.
for the umpire signal.
It's a goal.
Wow.
He's got it. Fantastic goal there by Moe.
Well
Backed
done.
himself for about 70. Brilliant goal. Now scores 8-10, 58 to 1-1-7, 51-point lead, 14 and a half minutes gone, second quarter.
Tell you what I'm seeing at the moment of Newport, what I said pre-game, or we spoke about Willow about getting up into Division 2 a couple of years down the track. Might have to fast forward that a little bit. I tell you, they are playing a very, very good brand of football. Parkside are probably helping in that area by not doing much, but Newport's skill level is very, very good.
Ma moved into the ruck for the Magpies, but Butch got the tap down forward. And now Javasi mopping up towards the back side of the centre square, and it comes out the back now to Ashman. Had plenty of the footy, Ashman, but that was a poor kick, and chopping it off was Billy Ali for the Power. Left half back flank. Their lead 51 points after nearly 16 minutes of the second.
Nice kick.
The switch goes out to space. It was quite effective. It gets a good bounce.
been
Just
there,
a bit of
Mozzie.
an unlucky
Been
bounce there for Moz. Tries to work his way around Luke Gauchi. The kick was dangerous. It's in the very dangerous spot here for the Power. Magpies trying to make the most of it, but doing well there was the captain. Ziggy Kadu got the kick out. And now they move it very quickly once again, but that's a poor kick. Oh, bounces off the chest there of Deutschbane. Couldn't quite control it. Now in there was Makar Al-Hooley. And out wide, great tackle there. And the Magpies might be able to make something of this, but just strong in the clinches there was Makar, and he got just willed it forward for them. And now out the back, the kick, just a bit of a grubber forward to no real advantage, and now trying to clear it out. That's a good kick. Well done by the Magpies, and taking a good mark is Ben Kelly on our broadcast side, centre wing position.
Kelly goes in board, looking for Javasi, but the ball hung up for way too long. Joey's there to run onto
Nice
it. He's
tackle.
well
Great
tackled by
tackle.
Ashman.
Oh, umpire.
Javasi now just belts it forward, about 20 metres. Hopefully some Parkside players can run over it, and it has. It's Deutschbane who gets it, bangs it inside 50, but there's no one there for Parkside. The mark's taken by our Hooley. He now goes to the outer side with a beautiful kick, and they're out again. Joey takes the mark. Handball's out further to the captain in Ziggy. Goes back to Joey now, running through the middle of Brian Martin Reserve, but the kick has missed the target. He's gone over the top, but will it come off? It has, because the Parkside players don't seem to want the ball,
No,
because
they don't.
Hoblos kicks it inside 50, looking for Williams. Ball goes to the back, and it's a
Free
free
kick.
kick now to Williams.
Tell you
I think
what,
against Gauchi. The ball was there to be won, and no Parkside player ran it then, Tomsy, did they?
Nah, look,
Desire's almost been put out, I think.
Another potential holding the ball position in front of us about a minute ago, Tomsy, that probably could have been paid in favour of the Magpies and wasn't.
yeah, and look, their confidence is shattered at the moment, and those sort of things don't help the cause,
No,
do
they
they,
don't.
Peppy?
So Williams comes in for about 20 metres out directly in front, puts through his third for the afternoon. It's Newport Power 9-10-64. Lead Parkside 1-1-7, a 57-point lead, 17 minutes gone, second quarter.
Thing is, you've got a player like Mark Williams. It's obviously a premiership player at Hawthorn, and from a higher level coming down. You can't afford to be trying to body him. I mean, they're too smart. Like Favola, I suppose, last week, they're too smart. They know. They train and train and train for years to use their bodies. So maybe Alex Gauchi's better off just working him from the side a little bit, just trying to read the play a little bit more, backing himself for that ball coming in. If there's a body contest, go for it then, but don't try and body him off the ball, because they're just going to outposition you.
Hunter did all right in the ruck there, but still it was Toggy who got the tap down for the Power, and the clearance goes forward again, but floating back with courage was Darcy McMahon. He's been doing quite all right for the Magpies, and that's a beautiful kick. Finds Ben Kelly, who led hard to the outer side. Now pokes one inside. There's a couple of whistles,
50 metres, I think. 50 metres, Pep, the field umpire.
Yep.
Don't know what it's for. But
Now, boys, we're introducing a little SMS service today, so if you've got a question about this game or any questions you'd like to ask Tomsy of what's going on in the WRFL, you can text me 0438 197 986, 0438 197 986, and at halftime we'll answer some of those questions.
no rude
Kelly.
ones either, because I won't reply.
I've got a filter on the phone,
Oh,
Tomsy.
good.
Oh, Kelly's kick was
I
just
haven't, but I just thought I'd say it.
not good. Moe Abdu just went straight to him. He barely had to move.
No one
Takes
on the mark either.
and now pokes one outside. Trying to get his hands on the footy there was Abdu. Now the kick forward, this time by Juddy. Plenty of juggling there. Williams got his hands on it, just weaving his way through. Backtracks to Macca, steps around, goes for the check
Macca's-
side. Has it
Macca's
got
backed
the
it.
distance? It has. Brilliant stuff from Macca. And from about 40 out, the check side had enough to carry the line. It is their 10th goal of the afternoon, their 6th for the second, and the margin is 63. And we're not far away from time on in the second, and it can't come soon enough for the Magpies. The margin 63, 10-10-70 to 117, and seemingly nothing going the way of the Magpies, Tomsy.
Nah, they're not, but they're taking full advantage of this Newport. He's been very good today, Macca Hurley. That's his second goal, and both of them have been the big crowd pleasers. And the showmanship of some of these Newport players is outstanding. They are really loving this.
Ball's tossed up, we've got a pack forming, but Newport somehow managed to come out with it, but not this time. As the Parkside player runs inside 50, there's a 2-on-1.
Well done.
Ziggy at the back, now crumbs it, can't take possession. It was Smith there for Parkside diving in, and Ziggy's at the bottom of the pack, and we'll have a ball up. Probably about 45 metres out from goal
Is he all
on the
right?
broadcast side of the ground.
Yeah, he's all right. Ziggy gets up. He's a tough character. Getting old, that's all. The old body doesn't bounce up like it used to with Zig.
So the ball up now. Toggy doesn't win the hit out. It's McMahon who gets it, pumps it right to the top of the goal square. Picked up by Sooks, who's under the pump. He gives it to Ziggy, who's again driven into the ground. Back to back. Can he get up from this one? It's 2 in a row now for Ziggy.
Maybe rotation, I think, will be coming up in a sec. I tell you what, you've got to earn your free kicks today with these umpires. Doing a great job, but you've got to earn your free kicks with these boys.
The ball up, Toggy with the hit out. There's a bit of a hot footy. Oh, great play there.
Well done.
That was Keenan who put the body on the line, but the kick, unfortunately, is being marked on the goal line, taken by Moe.
Yeah, James Keenan, good work there. Really worked hard for his side, but once again, just nothing to kick to.
Moe
Very stagnant.
chips it just right centre half back now. The mark taken by Sooks. Now Sooks goes backwards, back to Moe in the right back pocket. The netball court end of the ground. Another little chip over the top finds Mozzie. Handball's out wide to Ziggy, who waits for it to bounce. He had that much time. Too much time, I reckon. There should be more
Partially
pressure on him
smothered,
there.
I reckon, that one.
The kick
Oi.
is pumped up by Ziggy. Now it's crumbed there by Alderman for Parkside, who chips it back. Oh, it's dangerous ball. O'Keefe is under the pump. He's getting hounded by Hoblos. And the ball's probably just inside the forward 50 now for Newport. But it's picked up now by Williams, and the whistle's blown, and it's going to be a free kick
Parkside's way up
going to O'Keefe.
O'Keefe will take it from just inside defensive 50. Left pocket, pokes kick across the ground. Gee, it fell short of his teammate, but they managed to work it out well enough.
Well done, Darcy McMahon there. Good grab.
Out the back they go.
Oh.
Kick, gee whiz.
They're away.
Bit of a shank again and out of play on the far side of the ground. Gervasi was away if they could get it to him, but it wasn't the case.
Just their confidence is completely shot here, Parkside. Every time they do get a clear break and spread, they're turning the ball over by just simple missed kicks.
Umpire blows his whistle, I think, and it's going to be a free kick to the Magpies. Beautifully done. Gervasi takes the mark on the outer side.
I'm not a big fan of man buns either. Just quietly, yeah.
Gee, that just got me. Great mark from Mark. And now they have a chance to build on something up for it and smothered off the boot. Moe diving in there again. He followed up well. And just nothing quite going the Magpies' way. It was a sling tackle, but now they get a free kick. And hopefully they can build on something. Is it O'Keefe with the footy? He spears one in Gervasi, but jumping in front was the defender. And now weaving through traffic on the left. Is it good enough for the Magpies? No. In fact, it's not even good enough for a behind. It's missed everything. Dear me. Nothing's going right for them or me. Short pass now. Ziggy Kadua takes the mark. Tries to, just breaks the tackle. Brute strength, and that's been the difference today, I feel. Out wide. This one might find a boundary line. Trying to, beautifully done by Toggy, the big fella. But the kick just hanging around out there on centre wing was Jeremy Chen for the Magpies. Now O'Keefe, hand pass back to McMahon. Short pass. And they've worked this well, the Magpies, if they can keep on with it. Deutschbein takes the mark, kicks inside 50, beautifully done, and just working into the space in that left forward pocket was Matthew Shepperbottom.
Distance won't be a problem here for young Shep.
No, it shouldn't be, and he's
just the accuracy.
Just been told to increase the angle a little bit, so he's on about a 45-degree angle. He'll kick from probably 50. It'll be for their second goal. They haven't kicked one since late in the first. Shepperbottom on the approach. Good-looking kick. That is a beauty. That might give him a bit of confidence. Shepperbottom kicks his first, and it's the Magpies' second, 2-1-13. They trail the Power 10-10-70, 25 minutes surpassed in the second. We're not far away from half-time.
Well, they went forward a lot cleaner then, and they allowed their forwards this time in Matthew Shepperbottom to get a one-on-one and to find space and the ball out in front of him, and use the body well to get that front position. But through that midfield there, through Darcy McMahon, who set it up at the start, they carried that ball very well.
Parkside's first score since the 20-minute mark of the first quarter. Rucks go at it again. The ball's pumped out to centre half forward for Newport, but the mark's taken there by McMahon, who goes out wide. Gathered there by Alderman out in centre wing. Chips it looking for Dutchklein, but it's over the top, and a good mark is taken out there by Newport by Butch, right on that left half back. Butch now on the left foot, bit of a off the side of the boot job there, and it's on the full, is it? Yep, it has. And Dutchklein will take the free kick. Right on centre wing.
Looked like the umpire signalling leg buys there for a minute.
Yes, it did.
What was going on?
The kick inboard wasn't great because Moe's marked it, intercepted, and there he's pumped it out long, and he's found Macca at centre half forward. Probably, I think he's going back to have a shot from about 50 metres out, kicking towards the mansion end here at Martin Reserve.
The mansion end. Great stuff. He can't do a check side from here, though. He's going to have to go the conventional route.
Yeah, no, you're right. The first couple of goals have been sensational, but they've been the old check sides around the screw around the corner. So she's got to come straight off the boot here for Macca, Al Hurley.
You call it, Willow.
Coming in for his third to join the coach, Mark Williams. So Macca comes in, kicks on its way. It's fading just to the right and just through for one behind. So 2 goals, 3 for Macca this afternoon, as the score's now 10-11-71 to 2-1-13, 58-point lead to Newport.
Still peppering away here, the Power towards their goals.
Gervasi gives it to himself and then runs his full measure and kicks out wide. Climbing above the pack was Maher. He couldn't take the mark, falls to the back. With the numbers, McMahon there, just didn't bend over to pick it up, and now onto the left boot was Abdu. Still in play. Oh, great mark there for the Power. At left half forward, and now it goes inside 50. Williams is there, and he takes the mark.
Lovely.
Front of the pack.
Lovely.
Just found his way to the front, and really it was almost uncontested in the end, and he can go back and kick his fourth.
Good body work. I think it was Yusuf Kadua down there, Yui, that just used his body well to keep his Parkside opponent out. Allowed Mark Williams to come in from the side there to take a good strong grab again. But good that they are working so hard for each other, the Power team.
Williams made the umpire work, but it's good enough. His fourth and the Power's 11th. They are 11-11, 77 to 2-1-13 after 28 minutes, and Tomsy 11-11. They probably could be further ahead.
Yeah, some inaccurate kicking, and but inside their 50s we might be able to find out a little bit more. We know at quarter time there was 8-0 marks inside 50 for Newport. We'll get the stats again from Liam O'Grady at half time, and I reckon that would have at least double, I'd say, in the second quarter here. They're really pushing forward again inside their 50 a lot of times.
28 and a half minutes gone. Second quarter should be very close here to half time. 64-point lead to Newport. Ball's back in the middle. Hit out there by Butch. He roves his own ball, gets it to Al Hooley, chips it out wide to Abs, who's on his own at the wing. There he goes inside, looking at the centre half forward, and it's a good, strong mark there. Can't pick the player as yet, but he'll have a shot from about 50 metres out directly in front. It's 20. There's a siren now.
Actually don't have a number 30 on our sheet.
No, we don't. So might go with Mesto.
Mustafa Mesto. Hopefully we got this one right.
If it's not, well,
someone will tell us at half time.
Come and tell us, Skip. Geez, it's going to, once again, I mean, they're well in control of the game, Newport, but there's another big one right after the siren at half time that's going to hurt Parkside.
So Mesto now on his way in. Going to kick from just outside 50 with the left foot, but he's sprayed it well left. He's missed everything. No score there. So the halftime score now, 11-11-77 Newport to 2-1-13. That's a 64-point lead at halftime for the Newport Power. Goal scorers: 2 to Macca, 1 to Moe, 4 to Williams, 1 to Yui, 2 to Juddy, 1 to Mushy, and 4 Parkside, 1 to Campbell, and 1 to Shepherd Bottom. We'll be back with the SMSs after this break and all this action from the second half.
G'day, Sean Sowerby from 7 News. Be sure to stay tuned to 88.9 Win FM for all of your local WRFL football. And for all the latest AFL news, be watching 7 News live at 6. Proud sponsors of 88.9 Win FM.
Bridgestone means confidence, and that's how you'll feel about your car after visiting Bridgestone's tyre and service centres St Albans and Hoppers Crossing. Whether it's new wheels or mechanical repairs for your sedan, performance vehicle